Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running out of time in the pocket. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chuck play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Took contact on the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback and get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They'll try the right here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down here for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up the zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And here's the handoff. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Williams. Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And they stop at the not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner will be brought down. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. They'll run it from the gun. It tests the middle but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. The linebacker shifting around now. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's Sellers. He's running out of time here. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up the screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here comes a handoff. Powering right past the defender. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. By doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking to throw. It's Williams. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Single back takes the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. A gain sets up a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Now mark this at the 15.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's 2nd down here. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. He's missed the PAT. Wow. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Carr. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. Throws it to the right. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Grab down the middle. It's Carr. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield for 41. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds. Incomplete. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the single back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Scanning the field. It's Williams. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
That's reeled in. It's Joseph. He makes a tackle, and he's got room. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the mark. The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, looking to throw it. trying to extend the play. Going to try to use his legs here. It's a fumble. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
That's a great play by... Forced the fumble. Also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks free now into the secondary. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here's that defense shifting again. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, There's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught quickly. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. You can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Emptying set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Great move in the open field. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got a man down the middle. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Canes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Dropping back, it's Williams. The pocket breaking down. Breaking tackles. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Testing the right side here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. sets up a third down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Gamecocks hope to be able to run this clock out of the final minute and secure the W. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. An RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Chris, that can maybe be the play of the game. 3rd down late in the game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money. They get the 1st down, and you keep that clock moving.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.